Hello and good morning. Welcome back to this channel. So today we are going to continue the Read With Me series of Eat That Frog, and I'm continuing from chapter 19. We are left with just three chapters, and we have to get it done today. So I'm going to share my screen as we go together in this Read With Me. Okay, so I trust you can see my screen. If you cannot see if you have any problem and then you want to air, you can leave it in the um, description, and I will follow up to help you get whatever problem you have done solved. I will also want your suggestions regarding the next book. Whatever book you have for the next one, leave it in the comment section. If you are also joining, just let me know you have joined by leaving your comment in the comment section. And then if you also have any suggestion to improve upon this Read With Me, leave it in the comment section. And let me let you know, tomorrow I have a quiz for this Read With Me series. Okay, it's going to be 10 questions and answers, multiple choice questions. I will read the question and the possible answers, and you select one. The one who will be the first to answer every question will be the one who, if you answer the question correctly, then you will be the one that will be given the mark, and at the end of the day there will be an award for the winner. Okay, so that will be tomorrow. Okay, so let's continue. Chapter 19: create large chunks of time. Create large chunks of time. Nothing can add more power to your life than concentrating all of your energies on a limited set of targets. Nido Cubin. Most of the really important work you do requires large chunks of unbroken time to complete. Your ability to carve out and use these blocks of high value, highly productive time is central to your ability to make a significant contribution to your work and to your life. Successful salespeople set aside a specific time period each day to phone prospects. Rather than procrastinating or delaying on a task that they don't particularly like, they resolve that they will phone for 1 solid hour between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., for example, and they discipline themselves to follow through on their resolution. Many business executives set aside a specific time each day to call customers directly to get feedback, to return phone calls, or to answer correspondence. Some people allocate specific 30 to 60-minute time periods each day for exercise. Many people read great books 15 minutes each night before retiring. In this way, over time, they eventually read dozens of the best books ever written. Schedule blocks of time. The key to the success of this method of working in specific time segments is for you to plan your day in advance and schedule a fixed time period for a particular activity or task. Make your appointments with yourself and then discipline yourself to keep them. Set aside 30, 60, and 90-minute time segments that you use to work on and complete important tasks. Many highly productive people schedule specific activities in pre-planned time slots all day long. These people build their work lives around accomplishing key tasks one at a time. As a result, they become more and more productive and eventually produce 2 times, 3 times, and 5 times as much as the average person. Use a time planner. A time planner broken down by day, hour, and minute and organized in advance can be one of the most powerful personal productivity tools of all. It enables you to see where you can consolidate and create blocks of time for concentrated work. During these working out times, turn off the telephone, eliminate all distractions, and work non-stop. One of the best work habits of all is to get up early and work at home in the morning for several hours. You can get 3 times as much work done at home without interruptions. as you ever could in a busy office where you are surrounded by people and bombarded by phone calls. Make every minute count. When you fly on business, you can create your office in the air by planning your work thoroughly before you depart. When the plane takes off, you can work non-stop for the entire flight. You will be amazed at how much you can go through when you work steadily in an airplane without interruptions. One of the keys to high levels of performance and productivity is to make every minute count. Use travel and transition times, what are often called gifts of time, to complete small chunks of larger tasks. Remember, the pyramids were built one block at a time. A great life of a great career is built one task and often one part of a task at a time. Your job in time management is to deliberately and creatively organize the concentrated time periods you need to get your key jobs done well and on schedule. Eat that frog. Think continually of different ways that you can save, schedule, and consolidate large chunks of time. Use these times to work on important tasks with the most significant long-term consequences. Make every minute count. Work steadily and continuously without diversion or distraction by planning and preparing your work in advance. Most of all, keep focus on the most important results for which you are responsible. I hope you are following well. Remember to leave your comments. Okay. Um, Still, okay, let's continue. So we are at chapter 20. Develop a sense of urgency. Do not wait. Time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools to be found as you go along. Napoleon Hill. Perhaps the most outstanding, the most outwardly identifiable quality of performing men and women is action orientation. They are in a hurry to get their key tasks completed. Highly productive people take the time to think, plan, and set priorities. They then launch quickly and strongly toward their goals and objectives. They work steadily, smoothly, and continuously. As a result, they seem to power through enormous amount of work in the same amount of time that the average person spends socializing, wasting time and working on low value activities. Getting into flow. When you work on your most important task at a high and continuous level of activity, you can actually enter into an amazing mental state called flow. Almost everyone has experienced this at some time. Really, successful people are those who get themselves into this state for more often than average. When you are in the state of flow, which is the highest human state of performance and productivity, something almost miraculous happens to your mind and emotions. You feel elated and clear. Everything you do seems effortless and accurate. You feel happy and energized. You experience a tremendous sense of calm and increased personal effectiveness. In the state of flow, identified and talked about over the centuries, you actually function on a higher plane of clarity, creativity, and competence. You are more creative and aware. Your insight and intuition function with incredible precision. You see the interconnectedness of people and circumstances around you. You often come up with brilliant ideas and insight that enable you to move ahead even more rapidly. Trigger high performance in yourself. One of the ways you can trigger this state of flow is by developing a sense of urgency. This is an inner drive and desire to get on with the job quickly and get it done fast. It is an impatience that motivates you to get going and to keep going. A sense of urgency feels very much like racing against yourself. With this ingrained sense of urgency, you develop a bias for action. You take action rather than talking. You continually um, you take action rather than talking continually about what you are going to do. You focus on specific steps you can take immediately. You concentrate on the things you can do right now to get the results you want and achieve your goals you desire. A fast tempo seems to go hand in hand with all great success. Developing this tempo requires that you start moving and keep moving at a steady rate. The faster you move, the more impelled you feel to do even more, even faster. You enter the zone. Build up a sense of momentum. When you regularly take continuous action towards your most important goals, you activate the momentum principle of success. The principle says that although it may take tremendous amount of energy to overcome inertia and get started initially, it then takes far less energy to keep going. The good news is that the faster you move, the more energy you have. The faster you move, the more you get done and the more effective you feel. The faster you move, the more experience you get and the more you learn. The faster you move, the more competent and capable you become at your work. A sense of agency shifts you automatically onto the fast track in your career. The faster you work and the more you get done, the higher will be your levels of self esteem, self respect, and personal pride. Incomplete, you feel in complete control of your life and your work. Do it now. One of the simplest and yet most powerful ways to get started is to repeat the words, do it now, do it now, do it now, over and over to yourself. If you feel slow yourself slowly if you feel yourself slowing down or becoming distracted by conversations or low value activities, repeat to yourself the words back to work, back to work, back to work, and over and over. In the final analysis, nothing will help you more in your career than for you to get the reputation for being the kind of person who gets important work done quickly and well. This reputation will make you one of the most valuable and respected people in your field. Eat that for. Resolve today to develop a sense of agency in everything you do. Select one area where you have a tendency to procrastinate and make a decision to develop the habit of fast action in that area. When you see an opportunity or a problem, take action on it immediately. When you are given a task or responsibility, take care of it quickly and report back fast. Move rapidly in every important area of your life. You will be amazed at how much better you feel and how much more you get done. Chapter 21: Single handle every task. And herein lies the secret of true power. Learn by constant practice how to husband your resources and concentrate them at any given moment upon a given point. James Allen. Eat that fork. Every bit of planning, prioritizing, and organizing comes down to this simple concept. Every great achievement of humankind has been preceded by a long period of hard, concentrated work until the job was done. Your ability to select your most important task to begin it and to concentrate on it single mindedly until it is complete is the key to higher levels of performance and personal productivity. Once you get going, keep going. Single handling requires that once you begin, you keep working at the task without diversion or distraction until the job is 100% complete. You keep urging yourself onward by repeating the words back to work over and over whenever you are tempted to stop or do something else. By concentrating single-mindedly on your most important task, you can reduce the time required to complete it by 50% or more. It has been estimated that the tendency to start and stop a task, to pick it up, put it down, and come back to it can increase the time necessary to complete the task by as much as 500%. Each time you return to the task, you have to familiarize yourself with where you were when you stop and what you still have to do. You have to overcome inertia and get yourself going again. You have to develop momentum and get into a productive work rhythm. But when you prepare thoroughly, and then begin refusing to stop or turn aside until the job is done, you develop energy, enthusiasm, and motivation. You get better and better and more productive. You work faster and more effectively. Don't waste time. The truth is that once you have to decide on your number one task, anything else that you do other than that is relative waste of time. Any other activity is just not as valuable or as important as this job based on your own priorities. The more you discipline yourself to working non-stop on a single task, the more progress along the efficiency curve. You get more and more high quality work done in less and less time. Each time you stop working, however, you break this cycle and move back along the curve to where every part of the task is more difficult and time consuming. Self discipline is the key. Albert Hubbard defined self discipline as the ability to make yourself do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. In the final analysis, success in any area requires tons of discipline. Self discipline, self mastery, and self control are the basic building blocks of character and high performance. Starting a high priority task and persisting with that task until it is 100% complete is the true test of your character, your willpower, and your resolve. Persistence is actually self discipline in action. The good news is that the more you discipline yourself to persist on a major task, the more you like and respect yourself, and the higher is your self esteem. And the more you like and respect yourself, the easier it is for you to discipline yourself to persist even more. By focusing clearly on your most valuable task and concentrating single-handedly until it is 100 single-mindedly until it is 100% complete, you actually shape and mold your own character. You become a superior person. You feel stronger, more competent, more confident, and happier. You feel more powerful and productive. You eventually feel capable of setting and achieving any goal. You become the master of your own destiny. You place yourself on an ascending spiral of personal effectiveness on which your future is absolutely guaranteed. And the key to all of this is for you to determine the most valuable and important thing you could possibly do at every single moment, and then eat that frog. Eat that frog. Take action. Resolve today to select the most important task or project that you could complete and then launch into it immediately. Once you start your most important task, discipline yourself to preserve without diversion or distraction until it is 100% complete. See it as a test of to determine whether you are the kind of person who can make a decision to complete something and then carry it out. Once you begin, refuse to stop until the job is finished. So finally, we are done with all the chapters. This is the conclusion. The conclusion is putting all the chapters together, and it's just a summary. So we are done with Eat That Frog. Um, those of you who have been able to follow to this far, to thank you and then appreciate you so much for that kind of determination and resilience, and you being able to follow to this far. Thank you for watching. Please, tomorrow we will have our quiz, and remember, it's going to be a very important um, a very important moment for all of us, especially those of you who followed and read from day one. Okay, and as I told you, there will be an award for the one that will follow and answer the questions most accurately. Thank you once again for watching, and I want you to leave your suggestions in the comment section. Let me know which one we should read next. Your recommended book that you think we should read. Let me know. Bye bye, and see you in the next video, or see you tomorrow. Bye.